Hi, it's me again, Kirsty from Stoke Gifford Retirement Village. Sorry, having to bend down. Okay, we're just outside here today enjoying the sun, and I thought I'd just show you a few things you can do to practice if you have a little bit of trouble with balance. It's going to get you up out of the chair and going to give you something to do while you're stuck inside at the moment. Okay, so we're going to start by using the banisters as something to support us, but you could also use a chair. So I've got a chair here and you can hold on to the chair, alright, but my chair's got wheels, so I'm not going to use that at the moment. I'm going to use my banister. Okay, so we're going to just march. We're just going to march, and it might be that you just literally lift the heels off the floor and point the toes. That's it. So just a small movement, or it might be that you're able to lift the knees to the front and you'll be able to lift them quite high, but make sure you're sturdy, you're holding onto the banister, and that's giving you some support. Or again, as I showed you earlier, onto your chair. Stand nicely behind your chair, stay nice and tall, try not to lean on the chair, try and stand nice and tall. Okay, so it's just a small amount of contact and we're marching. There we go. Now I'm going to turn towards the camera so you can see me, but you'll be stood facing here like this. So we take our feet out about hip width apart, okay, and we are just going to take our body weight over to one side, and you might lift the leg if you can, or you might just lift the heel, and then you come back to the middle again. Then I'm going to take my body weight over to this side. We might be able to lift the leg because we're holding on. And don't forget, you'll have both hands holding on. You might lift the leg. You might just take it and lift the heel off the floor. Come back to the middle. So let's do that again. So we're going to go over to this side, take the body weight, lift the foot if you can, come back to the middle. Always come back to the middle, because if you start doing it too quickly, you're going to end up by getting into a rocking motion, and that will make you more unstable. You might get dizzy and you'll end up by risking falling. So holding onto your handrail, we do it nice and slowly. Across, a little lift if you can. If not, just take that leg out. All my weight is in this side. Back to the middle again. Then we take it over to this side, and a little lift, a little kick if you can. Just do small movements and nice and slow. So just make sure you don't kick the leg out, because that will send you this way. So it's just a very small movement. Back and come back to the middle. Let's do that 2 more times. So over we go. Little leg lift. Middle. Weight goes this side. Leg lift. Middle. You're holding on all the time. You've got your chair or your banister. So I'll be like this. 1 more time to one side. Back to the middle. Over to the other side, and back to the middle. Okay, so that is you standing on one leg. That's practicing going over. So every time we walk, we basically stand on one leg. So we're trying to use our feet rather than going into the sort of shuffle, keeping the feet in touch with the floor. We want you to lift your feet. So we're going to have a little march again. That's it, just keep that blood going. Well done. Okay, so facing your banister, your chair, whatever it is that you're using for support, we're going to go up onto our toes. And so try not to lean, try and go upright, so the whole body goes up and down, and again up onto your toes and down. Okay, so if I was doing this with a chair, for example, I might have my dining room chair. I'm going to stay nice and tall, pull the tummy in, and I'm going to go up. So you do go slightly forward, but we don't lean and go forwards. Okay, so let's try and go up. That's it. So it's as if we're going to reach to the top cupboard in the kitchen. Up we go and down. Let's do that a couple more times. If you guys keep doing it while I'm talking and explaining things, then you're going to be getting your 10 in, no doubt. Lovely. Now this one's a little bit trickier. We're going to go back onto our heels and lift our toes up. Hopefully you can see that. So again, I'm stood upright. I'm going to go back. If you notice, I stick my bottom out and I become more of a banana shape. Okay, so I'm adjusting my weight. I'm not throwing my head back. Okay, if I throw my head back and lean back, I'm likely to fall off the balcony. Okay, don't want that. Or you're likely to fall over. So, as my head is the heaviest part of my body, as I go up onto my toes, I make sure my head comes and stays nice and central. Okay, lovely. Coming back again, standing tall. Bring my head forward, but take my bottom back, up onto my heels. Let's do that one more time, stand tall. Okay, back we go, bottom goes out, head comes forward, but I'm still using the chair for support. That can be one hand or no hands, but only go to that when you're confident, because it's tricky, look, even for me. Okay, well done. Good, so we've done standing on one leg. We rocked to the side, lifted the leg, rocked to the other side, lifted the leg, always coming back to the middle. We've gone up onto our toes, and we've gone back onto our heels, which is excellent. Other things that you could try, and again on a balcony like this is wonderful. You could take a step sideways, together, sideways, together, and coming towards you, sideways, together. When you could go back, sideways, together, sideways, together, sideways, together. That's lovely. Okay. You could also practice putting your heel to toe. So if you look at my feet, I'll show you this way. The heel comes in front of the toe. Heel, toe. So you're basically pretending like you're walking along a line. So maybe follow a line as if the policeman stopped you and you're walking along the white line when you've been drinking in the car. No, you won't be doing that. Okay. And then you can, if you want to progress, you can go backwards as well. Holding onto the banister, holding onto the chair. If you want, you can have a chair and a banister, and you can just practice taking a couple of steps forward and then maybe a couple of steps back. Lovely. For anybody who wants to challenge themselves, remember earlier I mentioned the pillow, the wobble cushion. So that's a pillow, a cushion, or anything like that. You can pop that down on the floor. You can get to your banister, and you can just take one foot, take the weight. Can you see I'm transferring my weight from my back foot? I'm taking the weight onto the wobble, but I'm keeping my back foot on the floor. And just stand there and just practice feeling that wobbly. All the messages in your leg and your ankle and your feet will be sending messages to your brain, so it's good practice. And all that blood will be going round rather than sitting still. If you're feeling confident, you can take that back leg slightly off the floor. You're holding on, so that's okay. And then you can try the other leg. Go forwards, take the weight forwards, keep the foot on the floor. Just have a little wobble, see how it feels. And if you're feeling confident this time, try taking the foot off the floor. And again, if you're managing that okay, just something, this could be on your pillow and cushion again, don't forget. You can put both feet and hold on tight and just feel how it feels to be wobbly. All those messages again, all those messages in your feet and your toes, your knees, your hips, and everything are going back up to the brain to help you balance. But only do this if you're feeling confident and you know you're able to do it, okay? Then we step back, off the ball, and finish off with a little march. Well done. It's just something for people to try when you're in isolation at the moment. And people who usually come to my balance classes are missing out on those sessions, so hopefully you'll be able to do this at home. But just please take care and only do what you are able to do.